Howdy, hey, hello, and welcome back to another stream. This is Overwatch. We are doing JV2's team matchup, and we are against Fryer.
Fryer, yeah, that's what I was told.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure too much about the stats. I was kind of dragged in here out of the blue, but
Yeah.
I'm here now.
So varsity was obviously supposed to be playing today. I think this is like the third, fourth, fifth. I lost count how many weeks it's been in a row that we have not had a varsity game on Thursday. But they played on Tuesday and they won their game 3-0, and I think their record sits at 5-4 now. I could
Nice.
be mistaken. It could be 4-4, but 5-4 sounds right. But today we'll be doing JV2.
Awesome.
Just like last week, they also played, and they had a real good game last week, really close, but just lost at the end. It went 3-1, and every map was just 99-99. So hopefully
Ooh.
they can bounce back this week, see what they can
Yeah.
do. Excited to see how this game turns out, and looks like it should be getting strolled out here in any moment. Looks like
Awesome.
teams are set up,
Nice.
and
Okay,
then we'll
okay, okay.
see. There's our JV2 team down in that corner. Oh wait, camera's reversed. Where is it? How do I do this? I don't know. Yeah, that one.
That one. It would be that way, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Um.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Oh, but it wasn't.
Hmm? Okay. How's that sound? Awesome. But yeah, currently we're just kind of waiting for teams to get set up. It looks like things are moving along slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, do you have any idea of like general ideas on our teammates or the other team?
Other team, no. This team I'm a little bit familiar with. I know
Hmm.
that a couple of the players were on the JV team last semester, and then
Nice.
so they kind of got to make their own JV team now. Um, when it comes to like their strategies, though, they're kind of all over the place. They're not really as uh
Organized?
yeah, as like I guess that would be the word, as like varsity would be. They
Yeah.
they just seem to kind of go in, have fun, play the characters they want to play, and it's pretty cool. It's a fun watch. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Oh, I've never seen this before. The player camps, that's sick.
Yeah, those are brand new from what I know.
Okay, sweet.
I was watching them set those up while I cleaned up around the lab.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's good that the players can just kind of have a little bit of fun while doing
Yeah,
it. Because sometimes I know uh, any collegiate game can just kind of get more stressful rather than fun.
oh, absolutely. Any competitive aspect. So I don't know, going
Yeah.
and having fun. They seem like they've got okay synergy. They
Yeah.
communicate with each other and they play off each other, and that's all that matters at the end of it.
They definitely look,
They look
yeah,
like they're
they
having
definitely
fun.
look
They're getting
relaxed.
ready
Yeah.
to get it going.
Yeah. Nice. Also, happy Halloween to those who watch this
Yeah,
live. I was gonna say that. Happy Halloween. I hope you're all having a great night. Yeah, it's technically night. Yeah.
yeah.
Evening?
It's what, five
Evening.
o'clock, afternoon, evening, something.
I think evening starts right at 5. I don't
Yeah,
know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, maybe grab a little sweet treat while we wait.
absolutely.
Looks like we are going to be uh going through Lijiang Tower. I think that's what I
That
see at
is,
least.
yeah. It should
Oh,
be a control map for round
now
one.
now it looks like we're looking towards Eichenwall. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
It's the pretty one that's fantasy themed.
Yes. Yeah.
The Renaissance medieval themed one.
The one with the very cool Reinhardt cinematic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Reinhardt and Bastion.
I really need to start looking at the cinematics because I've seen a few of the like newer ones, but I never got into the older ones.
Oh, the older ones were amazing when they were dropping around like the launch of Overwatch in the first like the 2016 to like 2018 era. The cinematics they were dropping at the time were just phenomenal.
I'll definitely have to look into that. I'm a sucker for like any sort of animation, art, anything like that.
Yeah.
Cinematics are fascinating.
Oh, absolutely. There was supposed to be an Overwatch anime, but it got scrapped.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that could have had potential to be pretty cool, but
I mean, from what
could have crashed and burned too.
Little lore I know, it definitely could be interesting. Yeah. I just feel like it would have been a little hard to organize.
Oh, absolutely. And like what era they would have done, what groups, and I don't know. I would have been here for it. They probably could have made some really cool characters that for the show that would have gotten put in the game later on, but I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. Looks like we got some communication going on, some planning. They all look fairly relaxed.
Yeah.
Which
probably
is always good to see.
In it for a good time, I guess.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Love to see that happen. And hey, sometimes that when players are just having fun, they're at their best rather than thinking about strategy.
Absolutely.
So, do you have any plans for Halloween after this?
Yeah. I'm going to just it's my first Halloween as 21, so I'm just going to go out to the bar probably and just have a little bit of fun tonight.
Nice.
Good,
okay.
Safe fun.
Nice. Remember to stay hydrated, too.
Oh, yes, I will.
Nice.
Drink your water, folks.
Not really. I was kind of like, I'm working today. Okay. I was also under the impression that the next saga of the epic musical came out today and not yesterday, so I was going to do a watch party with my friend.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But we did it last night because it dropped last night.
Okay, nice.
But that's what's been playing in my headphones pretty much all day.
Very fair. That's fun.
Oh.
All right, looks like we are finally getting into the game.
And yes, you were right. It is controlled. That makes sense because of the pattern.
Yes.
And let's see. I'm not too familiar with either of our JV teams. I've seen more of our varsity teams.
Yeah. JV's 1 and 2 have been streamed on and off the past couple of weeks, like kind of flipping and flopping. So I've seen them a little bit more. But that's been when Makai has been streaming. So
I'm a Rocket League and Smash Bros caster. I don't do Valorant or Overwatch, but I'm going to be there for both of those in the upcoming streams. So here we go. Which side are we?
We are the red side.
Okay.
I recognize Widowfang and Mysticism because they were on the JV team last semester, so that is how I know.
Oh, there's game sound. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's really quiet.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's game sound. It's just really, really quiet.
I can barely even hear it. If at all. All right, getting this map started. Widowfang, this is on the Sigma. This is what he was playing last week, I believe, too. And now I can kind of hear it. Going straight into the Malga. He's got to delete this Malga right here. Just kind of charged it in real quick with no supports, but it looks like supports are rowing it up. Kind of all inning on this Malga here. Trying to keep our tank alive. Able to block him off with the Maywall. But it looks like that is going to be a pretty good sweep for Fryer here. Taking out pretty much every single Vandal, it looks like. And Fryer's going to capture the objective first to start this off.
It's been a while since I've watched Overwatch. Wow.
Looks like our JV team has regrouped, going in for the push. May here trying to fling some damage out. Sigma poking the barrier. Finding this Juno. Get a little bit of damage sprayed. Oh, Bastion diving in back and not going to pay out too well as the enemy Malga will dive in, take him out. And another JV. JV's just falling back and forth. It's 3 down for JV in favor of Fryer right now.
Whew.
Holding the objective. Looks like a chance it did get 1 pick, but not going to do him too well when he's going to get charged by the rest of the team. Yeah.
Wow.
35% on the objective for Fryer. Looks like we're going to run the Malga mirror now. Maybe not a bad call. Malga's really strong. Going to abuse him, might as well.
Yeah.
If they're abusing it, might as well match that strategy, I guess.
Yeah.
Countering a Malga is just another Malga.
If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah. Not playing out too well as the JV team just keeps falling back and forth as Friar's going to pop that Juno ult and charge in with that extra damage and healing, and it's going to secure them that team kill. Sitting
Wow.
60% on the objective. Venture going to go up top.
Interesting.
All right, going in for push number 3 here. Still running this Malga Bastion. Venture coming in deep, and that's going to be 2 picks for Friar right off the bat. And there's a third and a fourth.
Oh my
Just
lord.
as JV came in, May is trying to run for their life and did not play out too
nope.
well. And that is another TK.
That is rough.
All right, JV has respawned, but it looks like Friar's going to dive in deep and fight them at the spawn room. Pop the Venture ult in the back line. Oh, JV2 got 2 picks, but the enemy Venture will counter it with 2 picks of their own. Oh, we got enchanted, run into the points, able to trigger the overtime. Can they cap? All right, Friar's caught on, charging the objective. Gonna pop that Lucio ult, try to keep them alive. Start spraying, pushing JV off of the point. Is it working out? Yeah, it's going in Friar's favor right now. Widowfang's gonna pop the Malga ult on the point, get all 5 of them trapped up in there. But he cannot keep himself alive with no supports, and overtime is ticking out. Chase that Bastion down, and that is a clean 100% victory on map 1 for Friar. I don't even think. Oh no, there was like 2 picks that Friar had like two people get eliminated.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a complete.
Whew.
But yeah, that was a very dominating start for Friar on this map.
That was definitely a little bit rough.
Yeah, let's just see how JV bounces back and see what they kind of go for from here on out.
I'm curious to see if their strategy changes at all.
Me too. 'Cause it just kind of looked like they just were getting outplayed each push.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get a push to start.
Yeah.
Just got deleted. All right, gonna run the Zarya now. Interesting call against the Malga. Kind of works. You can use that bubble to cleanse yourself from being burned, and we all know Malga loves spraying and praying big damage numbers, so
Yeah.
delete that bubble. You can get some real good charge on you. All right, we're going to try duking it out right here at the staircase, but the enemy Venture's going to dive in deep and secure a pick. And they're going to get 2 more off of it, start charging our tank player away, and ooh, that's another one for
team
Friar.
kill.
Yep, team kill before the objective even unlocked.
That's
Yikes.
a little unfortunate.
And Friar captures the point first to start this round off.
Oh, we have 2 tanks now? No, still single tank.
Yeah.
With Diva.
Yeah. Swapping on over to Diva. Still running a similar comp. See how this plays out here. Widowfang caught alone by the rest of the team. Venture's going to dive in deep and look for the back line of the Vandals. Not looking like no picks happening yet. Going to peek this corner, go on around. Dive on up, start spraying those big old rockets, and that's 2 picks for Friar with the Venture. Can they get some more? Chasing Mysticism back to the spawn room, looking for it. Oh, picks him out of the sky.
Hey, we got Ivanka.
We got a pick, yeah. Got one. All right, 40% on the objective for Friar right now. All the Vandals just got wiped out once again.
Well, we got 2 picks.
Yeah, at least they're getting eliminations a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, going to looking for the objective once again. Friar's Reaper's in the back line. Got his Death Blossom. Took out the Bastion right before he could even do anything.
Ooh.
Going around back, looking for some more picks. Even trade across the board. Both teams down 1 DPS. But Friar's still holding the Vandals back, not letting them get to the objective. Enemy Reaper's going to go for the Death Blossom, but it's going to get denied, and he's actually going to lose his life for that. Enemy Malga's got the trap up and took out 2 players. And they're going to charge the Vandals back towards spawn. Go in, dive in deep. Vandals are going to pop the Juno ultimate and the Diva bomb. Look for something. Tried to take out our Diva there, but it did not quite work. We're able to remag. Venture goes down. Vandals are going to charge the points. Start dumping some ultimates out. See if they can hold. Contesting right now. They'll trigger overtime, but that is already a team wipe from Friar. All right, and that was a very dominating first map in favor of Friar right there.
unfortunate. Wow. It was just a matter they couldn't really get a push up. The other team was just too fast.
Yeah, they just denied every single push they tried to take. They just shut them right down. Mega, make ECAC great again. Mauga play the game from the enemy Mauga. Vandals barely had any offense at all that map.
That was so unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a little heartbreaking to see, but maybe they can bounce back on map 2, see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm sure hoping so.
I don't even know how they can bounce back from that one.
That's rough.
What they might need to improve, because that was just a slaughtering.
I wonder if they could go a more defensive route and go for 2 healers or 2 supports rather than the same team comp. Well, similar team comp at least.
The way it's laid out, each team has 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports
so you
as
can't
is.
Change it?
Yeah, you can't change anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe like if they tried just getting more heals up. They were running Juno Moira, which is a pretty heal-centric comp. Maybe just, I don't know, got to play a little bit more. Maybe just play more aggro. That's kind of how that's what they were doing. They were real aggressive and just kind of got denied on any push they went for.
Yeah. The problem is that if they're words. Wow. If they are even more aggro than they are before, there's more risk to it.
Yeah.
But then again, this game seems high risk, high reward kind of thing.
Pretty much. Fire kind of seems to have their strategy on comp, and if it's working for them, they got nothing to worry about right now.
Yeah. I wonder if we could get a few more counter picks in if anyone's more comfortable with that, because I feel like if we can get certain players down, we might have a higher chance. Yeah,
that would be the best course of action. I mean, that Mauga is just going to keep getting, unless maybe like start picking off the supports first, but that Mauga is really good at keeping their supports protected.
They were starting to try and do that. I noticed they were aiming a lot more for Ivanka more and more often, who I think was the support.
Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't quite catch their names.
Yeah. It was Lucio.
Yeah, it was on the Lucio.
Yeah. Got to get some nice, good discussion in. Definitely try and build up. They're looking a little more tired now.
Yeah, a little bit less energetic than before the stream started, but looks like we're already jumping right into map 2.
Oh boy, oh boy.
See where we're going. It looks like we're on Hollywood, which, hey, very fitting. We get the Halloween theme map on Halloween day. Let's go.
Oh, that is awesome. Almost like it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm. This is not lore accurate Los Angeles.
What? I'm curious to see if there's any switch up.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a similar team comp for Fryer.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized every single name on Fryer's team is a member of the Trump family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Interesting. Oh, it looks like we did get a minor change from Fryer.
I'm going to run the Winston instead of the Mauga this time.
Ooh.
I wonder if this will be beneficial for us.
Let's see.
Mauga's pretty strong.
Oh, we're getting a lot of changes now. It looks like we're keeping a similar team comp to before.
Yeah, this looks pretty from normal for what JV2 is doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Vandals are red once again, by the way. So Fryer is on the defense, going to take the high ground route. Looks like the enemy Genji's going to start looking for some picks in the back there, kind of. All right, we're going to run through the what's that? I don't even know what that's called.
I don't know what it's called. I do not know the maps.
Dive up top. Look for a pick, but nothing there. No one's fallen yet. Widowfang poking out some damage. Trying to get the team moving forward just a little bit. That is a massive purple from Fryer there.
Ooh.
As the enemy Venture is diving into backline. Going to take out Mysticism.
Yeah.
Little no problem. Looking to evade. Sitting at low health. Got healed right back up. Baron's going to take another pick. That is both supports down for the Vandals. And now we're going to lose Fizz too.
Winston is down though, at least.
Yep, that is a good start. Get the tank down, but can't really push too much without the supports there to keep you up.
No. Genji's taking some big
Ooh.
damage, though.
Got enchanted out.
Ooh.
All right, Melania is getting it
Gone.
taken out. Fell right into that Junkrat bomb. Oh, that's another one for Fizz. See if they can capitalize off of this. All right, Genji is nano boosted up top. That is a scary sight if he has Blade. He does now, and he's going to pop it. Genji's diving in. Oh, he gets denied by Enchanted.
Nice.
All right, the Vandals are picking up some numbers here. Taking them out. All right, they're going to start capturing the objective. See if they can do it. Widow's going to start going in a little bit more. Sees Ivanka sitting here on their own, able to take them out.
Nice, nice, nice.
Melania sitting in the back, just waiting. All right, Vandals were able to capture the objective.
Whew.
All right, start pushing that payload. And see where they can go.
Where is the payload on this map?
Right
there. Okay.
Payload.
Definitely looks like we're a little bit more comfortable in terms of this play style.
Yeah, this map seems to be going a little bit better in our favor so far. All right, there goes Baron. It looks like Winston is going to ult on point and start smacking the Vandals around, getting them off the payload. Winston is flying all over the place right here.
However, our Reaper seems to be taking some damage, it looks like.
Yeah.
But it was healed up quickly.
All right, Fizz is still pushing the payload. That's good. Any distance is some good distance.
Yeah.
And just start spamming bombs up top. That's where Friar's sitting right now. They did take out Widowfang, our tank player. All right, Donald is jumping in the back.
Support is down as well.
Ooh,
Moira.
there goes our DPS.
Is Moira our DP? No.
Moira's the support.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a sec. However, we took down their tank as well.
Friar looks like they took control of the fight so far. There's no Vandals on the points. But they're going right back towards the payload. Friar's on the high ground. Going to shoot that barrier up there to block them just a little bit. All right, we're going to pop that Sigma ult. Unfortunately, it looks like it got denied. He must have gotten slept out of it. Enemy DPS just got 2 picks. And there goes a third and a fourth. There's Fizz up top trying to run away, but Winston is going to run right back to him. All right, looks like Fizz got away, though.
Did.
Just a little bit. Indeed. All right, team's looking like getting ready to regroup. Try that push once again. Ooh, threw that mine right into the Genji deflect. Unfortunate. All right. Friar's sitting on the high ground, gonna eat a little bit of Junkrat spam. Nothing to get any eliminations quite yet, though. All right, jumping in deep. Oh, and that was a quick deletion onto our support.
Corner spot.
Yeah. Nowhere to run there. Looking for our other one. Ooh. All right, those are massive picks for Friar. Oh, but hey, we still have someone on the objective moving it the whole time. Hey, that's a little bit of distance.
Hey, good distraction.
Yeah, that works.
Sometimes it's what you gotta do.
And now Friar is picking up the mess that they left. Went after taking out those teammates. All right, Widow is up, trying to keep himself. Oh, looks like our supports respawn just in time to heal him right back up. But he's got a lot of people to deal with right there. Yeah. But it looks like they went away to go regroup. All right, where are we going from here? Winston's ulting, taking out our support player, Mysticism. Diving real far in the back line right there.
Wow.
Gonna jump right back behind them unsuspectingly. Oh, what a massive Genji blade. That was 3. Followed up with a 4.
Ouch.
Ooh, wow.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, we've still gotten decently far.
Yeah, that was some good distance. Gotta lock in on the defense.
Yeah.
But hey, we got a minute 15 remaining.
I think we can get a little farther.
Just a little bit, just under the checkpoint. Not quite there yet. All right, Widowfang is going up top. Going real aggro, knocking them right down. Fizz tried to shoot a Riptire out, but that got denied. All right, got one support. Chasing this Genji down. Oh, Genji just runs away. And the enemy DPS was able to get a pick off with their ultimates.
God, that maze so incredibly annoying.
Sustain. Yeah.
I know it's in our favor,
we're
but still.
We're backlining. No one on the point. All right, there we go. Widowfang with the pick. Pushing that payload a little bit more. There we go. One more for Widowfang.
Nice.
Not letting them anywhere near the objective. Just keep it rolling. Just keep it rolling. All right, Winston found them. Fryer jumping in, spraying some big damage.
Moira doing what they can to stay out of there as fast as possible.
We denied. Can we take out Melania? Looks like we can. Ooh, and that's another pick. Things are still looking in Fryer's favor right now.
We're so
just
close.
under the objective. 8 seconds on the clock. Going down, going down. I do not think there's going to be time to contest.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone there.
Dang.
All right, they had a valiant push. They tried the best they
did.
could. Got just under first objective. They were able to capture the first points. Did not quite make it to the checkpoint. So yeah, 110 meters on the distance.
Yeah.
And now it is Fryer's turn to go on the offense.
Let's see what we can do
See
here.
if they steamroll through the offense, because they've been pretty locked in on defense. For the most part, that's kind of all we've been seeing them do is just defend, because they captured those 2 objectives on map 1 and just held them down on defense. Their defense is strong, strong, strong.
Yeah.
And when they were defending here, they just kind of shut them down, did not let them get the full cap in. So let's see how they are on offense. If
I'm
it's
kind of
anything
curious.
like their defense, they should just steamroll right through.
God, this map
But
is
we
so
will see.
cool.
Yeah, I know. I love the Halloween stuff.
I'm also a theater kid. I'm a sucker for like backstage stuff as well.
I didn't even know the Hollywood sign was visible on this map.
Surprise!
Surprise.
I don't think you can focus enough. To
Yeah,
see
no.
that.
You really can't.
Whew.
All right, Vandals sticking to swapping over to the Iliari. That'll be a fun pick. Don't see too much Iliari being played, which is kind of surprising. She's pretty fun. She's not she's pretty fun. She's pretty balanced too. She's not like super broken, so that's probably why a lot of people don't pick her.
Fair.
But she's a solid pick. Vandals holding the high ground first, as it looks like. Ooh, we got RD. We got Venture diving in deep, looking for our Zenyatta, but he was able to fall back down. Winston just followed up with the Venture. That's 1 pick down. That's 2 for Fryer. Widowfang is going to try and turn it around to picking up Melania, but nope, that is another pick for Fryer. Right there, steam rolling through, and it looks like this could be a capture right here. That's 1 tick down.
Ooh.
Off the first fight, and it looks like they are about to capture the objective from the Vandals. And they do.
Oof. Also, I definitely agree.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It really does.
Look like the Dead by Daylight map.
I'd say their offense is pretty good as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. Mad vibes.
Wow.
All right, Enchanted with 2. Trying to turn things around a bit for the Vandals. Oh, just missed the wall. Was not able to keep the Brig in there with them. All right, Fryer's tank diving right on the point where the Vandals were grouped up trying to defend. Arcing those Winston bolts all around. Jumps back just before getting eliminated to get healed right back up. Vandals grouped up in a ball, trying to not let them move that payload. All right, there's 1 support down for Fryer. That's pretty solid. And numbers are trading back and forth pretty evenly.
Oh, there's a Widowmaker now.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah.
See if we can get some gnarly picks.
Not on our team, but
Yeah.
still. They did not last long.
Nope. All right, things are looking okay for the Vandals right now. We're able to secure a few picks. And it looks like the enemy tank is in the back, far back, very much away from the team right now.
That Widowmaker changed real fast.
Yeah, back on over to Venture.
Wonder if they were just trying to test something out and it just didn't work.
Could be.
That Winston.
All right, popping the Sigma
annoying.
ults. Able to get 1 with it. That's pretty good. Numbers are trading pretty evenly right now. We've got a Genji Blade out for Fryer. Oh, but it's going to get taken down by the Moira Coalescence. No
Nice.
distance being pushed yet. 4 minutes on the clock. Just got to push it. 110 meters right before the checkpoint. All right, going to swap on over to the Reinhardt off the Winston for Fryer.
Interesting. Or they are not doing as hot. Or their supports are holding up very well.
Ooh, yep. It's 2 picks for Melania. This Melania is absolutely incredible on the Venture.
Yeah.
They have just been going insane with the dives, with the combos, with the cornering,
They really have.
the focusing, the movement. Very incredible Venture player. Oh, just perfect distance to snipe our support out of the sky. All right, payload is rolling once again. We got one person, certified payload princess, getting that thing rolling. As the rest of the Friar team is going to run on in, just chase the Vandals back to spawn, not even let them come out. Oh, yep.
That's annoying.
Yeah, can't really defend the payload if you can't make it to it.
Yeah.
Drop that Reinhardt ult, able to get one of ours, and that is round 2.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
Friar's definitely.
Friar's standing on business.
Yeah. Those corners and some of those dives.
Oh, I want to see this Genji play. I think this is the 3K blade, yeah.
God, that was crazy.
Just one swipe, just took out all 3. Oh,
Ugh.
granted they hit him with like all swipes, but that one swipe just whoop, get them all down and then following it up with the dash.
Yeah.
Very good 4K from Baron.
Wow. That unfortunate. Not doing too hot for the Vandals here.
It is what it is. Can't win them all. But hey, reverse sweep's always possible. Maybe. We'll see where we're going to go for map 3.
Yeah. Do the players pick the map?
I think so. I think losing
Okay.
team picks the map. I'm not fully certain how the rules work in this set of competition, but
That's
I think
fair. That would make more sense considering we felt more comfortable in that map.
yeah. Yeah, they didn't get completely shut out. They were able to get a few eliminations and not fully, like, granted that map did go heavily in Friar's favor, but Vandals did better than they did the first round, that's for sure.
It wasn't 0 to 1. It was
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I see what you mean. They at least captured an objective.
Yeah, they
and
did. They
almost
got something.
got a second.
Yeah. I mean, they got fairly far.
Yeah.
Some nice replays. Oh, is this the snipe? It is.
Yeah.
Unfortunate on our end, but very nice on Friar's end.
Yep. We'll probably be going to push next.
That would make sense if I'm correct.
I think so. Yep. All right. We're already rolling right into the game.
Awesome,
Quick.
awesome.
I love it. I love the quick. Just get the map. Get in. Varsity takes so long in between rounds. I love JV just being like, all right, let's just go. Let's just get this over with.
Varsity
jump
has
in.
a lot of strategy talk,
True.
though, too.
Yeah. Which is good for them, but for us,
Yeah.
it's like.
I mean, sometimes you can find those nice rabbit holes and just dig deep into those.
Yeah.
But some nights it's just a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, this is a cool map.
Yeah. I've only played this map like 2 times. This is the newest one.
Really?
It's pretty sweet. I don't even know this one's name or where it's at, but it's gorgeous.
I think it was like Rune something.
Rune Sapi. Oh wait, no. Is this Rune Sapi?
I think this is a Rune Sapi. That's what I saw. Yeah, that's what it said.
Okay, yeah. I didn't pay attention to it. Oh no, I'm thinking of Servasa. The Flashpoint map. That's what I thought Rune Sapi was, but that's Servasa. All right, all right. How's the team comps looking? Pretty normal. Okay.
Change in Friar's
support
side.
Yeah, they got new supports. They're going to run the Reinhardt once again. We're going to run the Monkey for the tank.
Nice.
And we've got the Lucio, hopefully to speed us to the point pretty quickly.
With Moira as well.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this goes.
Me too.
I also
Don't
just
even let them get to the point. Just ball them off right there. There we
also
go.
just like Moira a lot.
Yeah, Moira's pretty sweet. All right, grouped up on the point. This is going to get the first pick, taking out the Venture. That's really good. That if good targeting. That Venture has been a problem for them this whole game.
Yeah.
So take him out right away. That works, and we're going to trade for our May, though. Oh, what a pin. What a pin.
Wow.
Not even letting our Reinhardt do anything. Or our Winston do anything.
Ooh.
That was Reinhardt charging. My bad.
All good, all good.
Where are we going from here? Just spiraling down. Just wiping out the Vandals. Yep. All right, and the robot is going to be running the wrong direction.
How dare it?
And that barrier's moving. Looks like they just want to keep 2 on the robot to keep it rolling, and then just have the other get a support, DPS, and a tank. Just go and charge the Vandals out of spawn.
Solid strategy, I suppose.
Yeah, don't even let them contest the objective.
Yeah.
Working out so far. We've just got Venture there sitting on the point, keeping it rolling.
So you can't.
Grouped up in this back wall here. Just kind of pay a little bit passive from both teams, which is working out well for them. All right, they made it to the objective, and looks like we're going to have a fight at the robot. All right, Vandals are going to lose their player first and second.
Venture.
Venture's just sitting there waiting for him to be noticed. And then they just go and do the Venture things.
I'm gonna low.
Diving in deep, yeah. All right, took him out with that Bastion bomb. Fighting the Bastion here, able to fall back behind cover and get healed up. And the robot is moving once again. Fryer. I think Fisher was last week. Fryer did get the spawn advantage in the halfway mark. They're going to keep that robot moving. Go, sitting up top. Gonna just solo shatter the Lucio. All right, if that works, it works.
All right.
Unable to get any picks because of that immortality field. And Widowfang is going to run in with the Winston ults. It looks like it working. So far, we got 2 picks down for the Vandals. Smack that Reinhardt away from the objective. Able to take him out, tickling him with that Tesla cannon. All right, looks like Vandals did get the win there on that team fight, and they're going to start pushing the robot back.
Yay!
Keep it running. Can we make them lose their forward spawn? Maybe not, because it looks like since they did have that spawn advantage, they are going to be able to group up and meet them close to the objective. Yeah, here they are.
Yeah.
Going back and forth.
Ooh.
What's going on here? All right, looks like we've got a Mei ultimate on the field. And yep, Fryer's just picking up the bodies once again.
Ooh.
And the robot is running back towards the barrier.
There's that team kill.
Didn't even
Unfortunate.
lose their spawn advantage. And oh, if they did, they got it back now.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, Melania did swap off of the Venture over to the Widowmaker. We saw that last round. Let's see what they can do this time around. They're going to pop that Fab ultimate. Ooh. And numbers are just falling back and forth for the Vandals. Bastion even took himself out there. And the robot's running. Team kill. Just about to the thing. To the finish line. Oh, shattered out of spawn. Can't even touch. Oh, and that's just another wipe.
That sucks.
And it looks like that is going to be the set in favor of Fryer 3-0. That was a very quick win. That was 40 minutes. Oh, wait, no, like 30 minutes because games didn't even start until 5:10.
Dang.
That was 30 games of Overwatch in 30 minutes.
That was rough.
That was a little
really
bit rough.
I think this will definitely give JV2 a good like work point to see where they need to work on, what they need to work on. But hey, I mean, as long as they had fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really dominating win for Fryer there.
Yeah. Dang.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to our short Overwatch stream today.
Quick question for broadcast. Are we doing an interview today? All right, we are not. That is all we have for tonight from what I know of.
Yeah, we should be running Counter-Strike at 7 o'clock. Tune back in for that. Other than that, happy Halloween. Drink some water. Be safe. Have fun. And thanks for watching. Yeah. Follow us on socials on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Idaho Esports on all 3.
And for those of you who have Amazon Prime and have it linked to their Twitch chat, you should get a free subscription, a Prime subscription on Twitch.
Yeah, if you want to drop that on us, that'd be pretty cool.
Drop that on us, yeah. That is all I have.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything else.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.